One of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to football, or just the NFL in general, is the cap space. Can we afford this guy? What do we do to create more cap space? You know, all those type of questions. I like those. I just like cap space. I like working with it. Of course, I'm not as good with it as Texans cap, but I wish to get there someday. But Clowney, McKinney, and newly acquired Mathieu are in the final year of their contract. Can the Texans afford them all? Look, McKinney, honestly, I wouldn't mind parting ways with him because I do think Dylan Cole and Zach Cunningham are better than him. I think they offer more. I think they have a way higher ceiling. But I do think the Texans will bring back McKinney, so I decided to also put McKinney in this video. Anyways, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are looking at this number. The number of cap we have right now, which is a little bit over 30 mil. And you guys are probably thinking, well, there is no way we can keep Clowney, McKinney, and Mathieu. Well, guys, you could pretty much disregard this number. This number is kind of irrelevant when it comes to talking about contract extensions for Jadeveon Clowney, Mathieu, and to some extent Bernard McKinney. The number you gotta look at is this number. And in case you're using Spock Track, I'm gonna pull up the Spock Track number as well, which is 57 million. While the difference between the over the cap number and the Spock Track number is over the cap put into account the salary cap increase that happens every year. So for this exercise, we're going to be using over the cap's number because over the cap's number is closer to realistic, which is a little bit over 70 mil. And for this exercise, just to make it simpler, we're just going to put the cap space at exactly 70 mil, a nice round number. Now you're probably wondering, well, how did we get from a little bit over 30 mil to 70 mil? Well, that's easy. You got players coming off contracts like a Kareem Jackson, and then you also got the salary cap increase. It's just pretty much simple. It's just pretty much players coming off contracts and a salary cap increase. And that's not the final cap number, because going back to 2018's salary cap, we still have a nice round number. We still have 30 mil. The Texans are going to use some of that for the rookies they draft. They're going to use some for undrafted rookies for the practice squad. And they're going to have to save some just in case players get hurt during the season and have to pick up a free agent from the streets. So, let's say they waste 20 million of that cap. So now they have 10 mil in cap left over in 2018. So what you can do with that cap is you just roll it over. Like, unused cap rolls over to the next year. So the Texans have 10 mil unused cap from 2018. Then they roll it over to 2019. And now all of a sudden the Texans have 80 mil in cap. Again, nice round numbers. Keep it simple. So with 80 mil in cap, what can the Texans do? Well, start off with Jadeveon Clowney. In my personal opinion, Jadeveon Clowney is worth right now around 13 mil a year, 14 mil a year maybe. What his market value is, 16.5 mil. How much he's going to get? Probably about 18 mil. Is he worth that much? No. Is he going to get that much? Probably, honestly. So you just pretty much subtract. Let's say they do give him the 18 mil a year, and of course, we're gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna, do front loading a contract or back loading a contract. We're just gonna keep it nice and average. A nice 18 mil a year average, which is too much for Clowney, but anyways, 18 mil. So you just pretty much subtract 18 mil from 80, and it leaves you at 62 mil. So now we have 62 mil after re-signing Jadeveon Clowney. And then for Tyrann Mathieu is kind of a tricky one because you don't know what you're going to get with him. Are you going to get the stud he was back in 2015, like the star safety, or you're going to get the really good player he was last year? So let's just go out on a limb here and say he's going to be a freaking monster and destroy everything in his way. He's going to make Fournette his little bitch or whatever. Let's just say that. So a star safety usually gets over 12 mil. So we're going to put Tyrann Mathieu at 13 mil a year on average. So out of the 62 mil we have after signing Jadeveon Clowney, you subtract 13 mil from that number, and it gives you 49 mil. So now, after re-signing Tyrann Mathieu, Jadeveon Clowney, the Texans have 49 mil in cap. Bernard McKinney, even though I'll be okay with the Texans parting ways with him, I'm pretty sure they're going to bring him back. Bernard McKinney, he should probably get somewhere around 6 mil a year because he's a 2-down linebacker that's a liability in pass coverage. But he's probably going to get like 8.5 mil, similar to Christian Kirksey or Alec Ogletree. So, let's just use 8 mil again. A nice round number. You subtract 8 mil from 49 mil, which is our new cap space after re-signing Clowney and Tyrann Mathieu. That leaves you with 41 mil. The Texans have 41 mil after re-signing Clowney, re-signing Tyrann Mathieu, and re-signing Bernard McKinney. And of course, you could put into account backloading contracts, which would make it cheaper now but more expensive later, or front-loading contracts, which will make it more expensive now and cheaper later. So, for example, if the Texans want to give Clowney, 20 mil this year, then, that's a little bit more to subtract from the cap space. And you also got to consider, what if Honey Badger gets less than that, maybe like a 10 mil, so we'd have even more cap space. But the Texans can easily afford McKinney, Tyrann Mathieu, and Jadeveon Clowney. I was honestly getting a little bit worried when we signed Tyrann Mathieu, and I thought, damn, can we really afford all three? And then I looked at the numbers, and I was like, wow. Like, I didn't even really have to think about it. I just knew. Once I saw that 70 mil, I knew. Like, these guys were going to be so easy to re-sign. I mean, after all that, the Texans have over 40 mil in cap space. They can still bring in some players in free agency. Like, I gotta give Rick Smith his props, man. He did a pretty good job with these contracts because the Texans aren't even close to cap hell. Like, how often does a good team like the Texans have a bunch of cap space? Like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, we could definitely re-sign Tyrann Mathieu. We could definitely re-sign Clowney and Bernard McKinney if we choose to. And again, this doesn't include guaranteed contracts, front-loading or back-loading contracts. I just kept it as simple as it could be, because I don't know if like many people like talking numbers, talking cap space. you know, I just love talking with the cap space, so I could go further in depth into it, but, you know, again, keeping it simple with nice round numbers, and, you know, yeah. Anyways, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.